Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. I am Eddie, and in this video I will be showing you my 4K Blu-ray horror collection of the year 1986. So if you've been following the channel, I've been doing showing off a little bit of my collection by years. A lot of from 1980 through 85. So if you guys want to check out those, you may check them out. So yeah, now we're doing 1986. Kind of excited because I didn't know I had that much. I have quite a bit from 1986. I was like, wow, really surprising. So without further ado, man, let's jump right to it. All right, guys. So before I start off 1986, I wanted to show off these three films because in my previous video, I missed them. You know, and these are from 1985, and I totally missed them. I totally forgot about them. Someone had comment on the 1985 video about Day of the Dead, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about this one. And not just Day of the Dead, I totally forgot about Demons. This is an Italian film. Such a good movie. And House. Now for House, there's other websites that have it for 1986. So I really don't know what's the correct year. Some of them, I saw some that did have it for 85, and some of them had it for 86. I really don't know. But yeah, so House, I totally forgot about that one. So yeah, these were the ones I had missed for the previous video, 1985. I really appreciate you you guys commenting on these videos because sometimes, yeah, I miss some, but yeah, thank you for commenting on these videos. I really appreciate that, guys. All right, so let's start off with 1986 now. All right, so I put them in alphabetical order, so we're going to start off with April Fool's Day. Scream Factory release. There's the original artwork. I love this artwork. April Fool's Day is a fun one. I dig it, man. I love the twist, the ending. It makes perfect sense. I mean, April Fool's Day. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. It's such a fun watch. Yeah, April Fool's Day. You can't go wrong. Such a good film. I really dig April Fool's Day. Really do. Yeah, I gotta rewatch it at some point because it's been a while since I watched it. I remember watching it as a kid, and I saw this Blu-ray already, and it looks great, sounds great. Screen Factory does an amazing job with their releases. Can't go wrong. All right, next up we got Chopping Mall. This is another fun one. This is from the Vestron Videos Collector Series. Yeah, Chopping Mall is a slasher, but it's a totally different kind of slasher. It's about these young adults, I guess, college co-eds, I guess, and they want to party and they spend the night at the mall. So, but then they have these like robots, you know, like they're like security guard robots, and they start killing them one by one. So it's a fun one. It's like I don't know, it's kind of like a comedy horror, but I dig it, man. Chopping Mall, pretty good. All right, next up we got Critters. So I mean, you got on 84 you had Gremlins, 85 you had the Ghoulies, 86 you had Critters. So they're all following like the Gremlins, you know, stuff. You know, one movie does really well and everybody wants to copycat or whatever. I really dig Critters. I think it was a good film. I saw the second one as well. This is from the Scream Factory box set. I haven't seen 3 and 4, so I need to check those out. But 1 and 2 I have, and I liked them both. This one is a fun one. All right, next up we got Deadly Friend, another Scream Factory release. Wes Craven. I still have yet to see this Blu-ray, but I've seen the movie, but it's been so long. I remember watching it on cable TV back in the day. Yeah, Deadly Friend. Next up, we got Dead Time Stories, another Scream Factory release. Yeah, this is a good anthology film. This one should have been Creepshow 3, to be honest. In my opinion, I think this one should have been the Creepshow 3. Very good anthology. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, Dead Time Stories, man. You guys haven't seen it, man. Check it out. If you guys like anthology movies. All right, next up we got Demons 2. This is a sequel of Demons, the Italian film. It's good. I saw it not that long ago. A couple of days ago, I saw it during my 31 days of Halloween. I did see this one. It was good. I mean, these people get trapped like in a building, apartment building, and the demons started breaking in or something like that. It's okay. I mean, I enjoy the first one better, the first demons for some reason. This one wasn't bad, but it's okay. All right, next up we got Evil Laugh. This is by Vinegar Syndrome. This is another one that I remember seeing at the video store, and I never saw it. Maybe I did, maybe bits and pieces of it, but I can't remember too much of Evil Laugh. I know it's a slasher, so I don't know. Anybody seen it? Because I'm trying to remember. Maybe I did see it, but I haven't seen this Blu-ray yet, obviously, but I need to check it out at some point. Evil Laugh. Next up, we got The Fly. This is a Scream Factory from the box set. Uh, I don't know if this one would be considered a horror. I guess it is kind of like a sci-fi or maybe a body horror. So it's David Cronenberg that directed it. He's amazing with these practical effects, and it's just amazing. You got Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis. So yeah, The Fly is a very, I don't know. It's a lot of people won't watch it because of the practical effects it has, man. It's kind of disgusting in a way, man. Yeah, but it is a good film. All right, next up we got Friday the 13th Part 6 from the collector's box set of Scream Factory. I love this one. I really do love this one. This is when Jason comes back. He comes back, and he's doing what he does best, man. He's out there, just killing people. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Yeah, it's not as good as like the first four, but it's still enjoyable. You can tell that once, the second half of the 80s, because the 86, we're already towards like the mid 80s going into the end of the 80s. So you can tell that it was different from the early 80s. Now it's like they're becoming more cheesy, more, but they're still entertaining though. But I just think, yeah, now like towards the end of the 80s, from 86 to 89, I think there was a lot of more, they were more cheesy than the early 80s. I don't know, for some reason. All right, next up we got From Beyond. This was actually released on this day in 1986, October 24th, 1986. Actually, I saw it on some page on Facebook, some horror page, and they had it there. From Beyond was released on this day in 1986. Yeah, this is a good one. This is I believe, who directed this one? Was it Stuart Gordon? I think it was Stuart Gordon. Yeah, Stuart Gordon, the one that directed Reanimator. So they're kind of like, kind of similar in a way. So yeah, From Beyond. I think Vinegar Syndrome actually did a 4K on this one, but I'm okay with the Scream Factory one. It's pretty good. Yeah, From Beyond. Next up, we got The Hitcher. This one is amazing film. Jennifer Jason Leigh, C. Thomas Howell, Roger Hauer. So I mean, this is actually a German release. This is not found in the U.S. I got this one through Diabolic DVD because they sell a lot of European releases. So this is actually a German release, but it's a region free, so it plays. And this is actually this is like a booklet. Let me show you really quick. There's a booklet that I put on here because this is actually the original artwork. So what I did is I just put it like that, so it can look like I have the original artwork. I'm crazy how I do these things, but so yeah, I have it like that. So yeah, man, this is a fun one. I don't know. I mean, I don't really consider it a horror, but it's more like a thriller, but you know, I don't know. I just decided to like, hey, let me show it off, man. So I guess it does have a little bit of horror vibes, but yeah, The Hitcher. All right, continuing, we got Killer Party, another one by Scream Factory. Man, Scream Factory has released a lot of great titles, man. This is another kind of a cheesy slasher. It's a fun one. I saw it a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago. I actually saw this one, and I enjoyed it. I really did. It was my first time in a long time that I seen it, and I still enjoyed it. I still did. Killer Party is it's a fun watch, man. It really is a fun watch. Yeah. Now talk about cheese. Killer Workout. Now this one is one of the most cheesiest films I've seen. But it's still entertaining, man. It's this is one of those bad that it's good. Killer Workout. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous, kind of like it's just, but it's a fun one. It's just a fun watch. I mean, I don't know. This is actually from Olive Films, which now, like, I believe they're not releasing any more physical media. Olive Films, I believe, went bankrupt or something. So Scream Factory and Kino Lorber are picking up a lot of their titles. So maybe this one might get re-released from Scream Factory or Kino Lorber. I don't know, you know, but yeah, Killer Workout. All right, moving on. We got Link. You know, this is by Kino Lorber. This is with Elizabeth Shue and Terrence Stamp. You know what? I don't remember if I saw this one. This one might be a blind buy because I don't really remember this one. I haven't. You know, I have to check it out, and maybe I will remember. But yeah, Link. You guys haven't seen it. If you guys seen it, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this one. If you guys seen it, Link. All right, moving on. We got Maximum Overdrive. This is the only film that I believe Stephen King directed, and I read and heard rumors where he was doing a lot of cocaine at the time. So yeah, he came up with this Maximum Overdrive. Yeah, I really like this one, and the soundtrack's amazing. Pure AC/DC songs. So we got Emilio Estevez, you know, on the, you know, starring Emilio Estevez. It's a fun one, man. It's a really fun movie, man. I saw it as a kid. I had it on VHS. Didn't have it on DVD, but you know, I had it on VHS a long time ago, and now I got the Blu-ray, and this slipcover looks amazing. Looks so good. So yeah, Maximum Overdrive. All right, moving on. Another one by Scream Factory. Night of the Creeps. I think Tom Atkins comes out in this one. I think he comes out in this one. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this one too, man. Yeah, there's a lot of movies that either I haven't seen or haven't seen in years. And I don't think I've seen this Scream Factory Blu-ray, to be honest. I don't think I've seen it. So yeah, Night of the Creeps. But I remember liking it when I first saw it. I remember liking it. Next up, we got Poltergeist 2, another one by Scream Factory. This one's out of print now, so there's no way that you're going to be paying so much money if you want this one. It's a good sequel. It's not bad. I never got part 3. I never did because I didn't really enjoy part 3. For some reason, I did not like it. The original is excellent. This one is pretty good. But part 3, it just didn't do it for me. But this one is still passable. It's still enjoyable. And it's got a lot of creepy vibes, especially with that new character, Kane. Such a creepy character, man. You know, especially when he starts singing, you know, like, oh man, that's just, yeah, Poltergeist 2, pretty good. Next up, another one by Scream Factory, Psycho 3, the late great Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates. Oh man, I haven't seen this one in a long time. I remember more like the original and part 2. Part 3 and 4, I kind of don't remember as much. but I have seen them, but I have to see part 3 again because it's been a while. But I think they've all been pretty good. All the Psycho films have all been great. I remember liking each one of them. So yeah, Psycho 3. Next up, we got Slaughter High. This one is kind of like April Fool's Day. It takes place during April Fool's Day. You know, they play a little joke on someone, and I guess sometime later, I guess he starts to take revenge and starts to kill his classmates. This is another one by the Vestron Video Collector Series. So yeah, Slaughter High. It's a fun one, man. The kills are great on this one. The kills are great on this one. Yeah, Slaughter High. Next up, we got Sorority House Massacre. This is another one by Scream Factory. Yeah, this one, when Scream Factory announced it or had it on their website, I quickly jumped on it because I remember it as a kid. And this one reminds me, it has like a cross between Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Slumber Party Massacre. Like all three, like it's just, I don't know. I liked it. I liked Sorority House Massacre. Such a good film. But yeah, Scream Factory only had like a limited titles on this one. It sold out quick. It really did. So I guess it's out of print or whatever. So yeah, Sorority House Massacre. I'm glad I owned it in the collection. Next up from Vinegar Syndrome, we got Spookies. I saw this one not that long ago, actually, during my, the 31 days of Halloween. Yeah, Spookies is a fun one. Kind of reminds me of Night of the Demons. Kind of like that. And Demon Winds. Kind of like dealing with demons and stuff like that. It's kind of cheesy. Kind of like... But yeah, it's a fun one, Don't take it seriously, man. Because, it's an enjoyable one. Yeah, Spookies. Another one from Vinegar Syndrome. We got Terror at 10 Killer. I don't think I saw this one when Vinegar Syndrome announced it, and I read the synopsis, and it looks like something I might like. And it's a slasher, and I love this artwork. Look at that. You see the killer in the back, and you got the original artwork. So yeah, this one I don't really know much about. So if you guys seen it, let me know in the comment section what do you think about Terror at 10 Killer. So I'm curious to check it out. This is a 4K, by the way, so it should look pretty good. All right, next up we got Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. If you notice this, the artwork, they're paying a little tribute to The Breakfast Club, which came out a year before. So yeah, they did that. This is the Scream Factory, which is now out of print. I think Vinegar Syndrome actually released a 4K, but I'm fine with this. I didn't upgrade. At all. I missed out on the slipcover, because the slipcover had a pretty good artwork too. The Scream Factory one. This is a pretty good sequel. I enjoyed it. It's totally different than the original. This one had more of a little bit of a mixed comedy but it's still it's still good. It's still a fun film. Like I said, like starting from 86 to 89, the movies were becoming a little bit more cheesy. I don't know. Not like the early 80s. All right, next up we got Trick or Treat. This one is actually a German release. I ordered this one through Amazon, and I think it's a German release. And it's still region free. It's region free. And even though it says region B, but that's not true, because I watched it already, so it's region free. Yeah, Trick or Treat. It's a fun one. I saw this one as a kid, and growing up in the 80s, listening to heavy metal music. This was so me. The main guy, when I checked out his his room in the movie, his room, that was totally me. You got the posters on the wall of all these bands and the vinyl records and the cassettes, and I had all that, you know. Not just the popular bands, but the obscure bands. So when I saw bands like Possessed and Lizzie Borden, Omen, Leech Lord, I mean, nobody's really remember those under obscure 80s bands. I really enjoyed this one. Any metalhead, you know, would like this one, especially if you grew up in the 80s, obviously. And I read somewhere that Synapse Films is doing a 4K. So if, you know, I'm just waiting for them to have that pre-ordered because, you know, I want to pre-order it already. I want this one. I will upgrade because I love the movie. And yeah, definitely I will upgrade to a 4K for this one. Trick or Treat. Fun one. All right, next up we got Vamp. I actually saw this one not that long ago during my 31 Days of Halloween, and I loved it. I enjoyed it. Such a good vampire movie. Not my favorite vampire movie, but my favorite, well, as you all know, you know, it's Lost Boys, and then it's Fright Night, then Near Dark. So I don't know, maybe this one will be number 4. Or, you know, I also love John Carpenter's Vampires. That one's really good too. This is a fun one. Grace Jones it comes out. It's a good one. It's kind of like a comedy horror. So yeah, Vamp. All right, next up is The Wind. This is a good one too because there's about these people that are trapped inside I don't know if it's like a building or a house, or I can't remember. It's been a while. But there's like a storm, there's a hurricane, and so they can't get out. But there's a killer inside the building. So do they go outside and face the storm, or do they stay in and face the killer? That's what I remember about this film. So it's pretty good. It's called The Wind. If you guys haven't checked it out, man, check it out. For me, it's been a while for me, so I need to rewatch this one too. This is by Arrow Video. So yeah, The Wind. All right. Next up, we got Witchboard. This is a Scream Factory release. I saw this one as a kid. Loved it. The beautiful late Tawny Katane comes out in this one. So it's such a fun film. You guys haven't seen Witchboard? Check it out. So yeah, Witchboard from Scream Factory. I think this one is still available, so you guys can still order this one. I mean, Amazon might have it as well. So yeah, Witchboard. And last but not least, we got The Wraith, The Wrath of the Wraith, or however you pronounce it. Another one, a Veteran Video Collector's Edition. This one also, I saw it as a kid. You got Charlie Sheen in this. You got a great cast. There's the cast right there. Randy Quaid is in it too. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, this one is such a good film, man. If you haven't seen The Wraith, I mean, you need to check it out. All these films from '86 were pretty good, man. I really like each one of them. So yeah, that was my 1986 horror Blu-ray collection. All right, guys. So that was my horror Blu-ray 4K Blu-ray collection of 1986. Let me know in the comments if I missed one, because knowing me, I probably missed a couple, or maybe I don't have them. I don't know, but yeah, those were my 1986. Thank you for sticking around. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for more upcoming videos. I really appreciate you guys sending me feedback, letting me know in the comments what you guys have, letting me know what I missed. You know, I really appreciate that. So again, you know, I hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. I'm out.